What is happening with the Dodgers? Max Muncy's injury is still a major talking point, and it's impacting the team's lineup. We've got the latest on his condition and what it means for the Dodgers' playoff push. And the injury woes continue for the Dodgers' Will Smith. He's been scratched from the lineup again, and the team is considering putting him on the injured list. We're diving deep into what's going on with his hand and who's stepping up behind the plate. Meanwhile, Tanner Scott's struggles are becoming a major concern for the Dodgers bullpen. He gave up a walk-off grand slam, and we're breaking down what this means for the team's pitching depth and their chances in the postseason. But it's not all Dodgers news. We've got a critical injury update for the Kansas City Chiefs offensive lineman Trey Smith. Is he good to go for their big game? We've got the full report. Stick around, you won't want to miss any of this. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join the Cyrus Spotlight family. Dodgers bullpen woes and Max Muncy's health. The Los Angeles Dodgers are facing a critical juncture, with their bullpen showing significant cracks and their lineup potentially impacted by Max Muncy's lingering injury. Max Muncy's injury status continues to be a significant concern for the Dodgers. While the team hasn't provided extensive details, his absence or limited capacity has undoubtedly affected their offensive consistency. This comes at a crucial time as teams gear up for the postseason, where every player's contribution is vital. The current state of the bullpen is also raising red flags. Reports indicate that pitchers like Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates are not performing at the level expected for a playoff roster. The suggestion is to give opportunities to younger players who have shown resilience throughout the season, potentially injecting fresh energy and talent into the team. Fans are vocal about the bullpen's performance, with many expressing frustration over recent outings. The inconsistency is seen as a major hurdle for the Dodgers' championship aspirations. Analysts are questioning the team's strategy in managing pitching depth and whether current players are being overused or if the right personnel are in place. Don't go anywhere, because the drama surrounding Will Smith is far from over. And we'll tell you if the Chiefs' Trey Smith is ready to hit the field. Will Smith's injured list dilemma, a catcher's crisis for the Dodgers. Will Smith, the Los Angeles Dodgers veteran catcher, finds himself in a precarious situation with a persistent right-hand injury, raising questions about his availability and the team's backup catching depth. Smith was a surprise scratch from the Dodgers lineup against the Colorado Rockies, marking his second consecutive game sidelined. This comes just a day after his return to play, which was his first appearance since sustaining the injury on September 3rd from a foul ball off his right hand. Despite initial X-rays and CT scans appearing clear enough to avoid the injured list, the bone bruise on his right hand is proving to be more complex than anticipated and will require management throughout the remainder of the 2025 season. The latest complication led to him being scratched again for the series opener against the San Francisco Giants. Dave Roberts, the Dodgers manager, confirmed that an MRI on Smith's hand came back clean, but acknowledged that the catcher is still experiencing discomfort. The team has openly discussed the possibility of placing Smith on the injured list to allow for more recovery time, though they are hesitant to make that move just yet. Smith remains available off the bench if necessary. This situation is compounded by the fact that Dalton Rushing is currently on the 10-day injured list with a shin contusion. This leaves Ben Rortvedt as the primary starting catcher available on the active roster. Rushing has begun a rehab assignment with AAA Oklahoma City, showing some positive signs. If another catcher is needed, Chucky Robinson is on the 40-man roster and has had a brief stint with the club recently. Rortvedt was acquired at the trade deadline to bolster organizational depth, and his recent performances have earned praise from manager Roberts. The Dodgers community is anxious about Smith's condition, with many fans expressing concern on social media. The potential IL stint is a hot topic, as it directly impacts the team's immediate roster and their long-term strategy. Analysts are weighing in on the Dodgers catcher situation and the ripple effects of these injuries on their playoff hopes. But the injury news doesn't stop there. We're heading to Kansas City next. Get the latest on Chiefs offensive lineman Trey Smith's status for their upcoming game. Tanner Scott's walk-off woes, a bullpen breakdown for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott's recent struggles in the Dodgers bullpen have culminated in a devastating walk-off grand slam, amplifying concerns about the team's late-inning pitching reliability. The Dodgers bullpen is facing intense scrutiny following a series of inconsistent performances, with Tanner Scott's recent outing being a particularly stark example. The left-hander served up a walk-off grand slam, a moment that not only handed his team a loss, but also highlighted significant issues within the Dodgers' relief corps. This performance has fueled discussions about whether Scott, along with other bullpen members like Kirby Yates, are truly playoff-caliber arms. Many fans and analysts are advocating for younger prospects to be given a chance, believing they might offer more stability and potential. The fan reaction has been swift and critical, with social media buzzing about the bullpen's inability to close out games. The walk-off grand slam has become a symbol of the Dodgers' late-season pitching vulnerabilities. Baseball commentators are dissecting Scott's mechanics and decision-making, questioning if he can rebound from such a high-pressure blow. Now, let's switch gears from the diamond to the gridiron. We've got a crucial injury update on the Kansas City Chiefs offensive lineman, Trey Smith. Trey Smith injury update. Chiefs offensive line strength questioned ahead of Week 2. Kansas City Chiefs offensive lineman Trey Smith's knee injury has placed him on the team's injury report, casting a shadow of doubt over his availability for their Week 2 matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs are heading into a high-stakes game against the Eagles, and the status of Trey Smith, a key player on their offensive line, is a major point of discussion. Smith has been dealing with a knee issue that limited his participation in practice early in the week. He was a limited participant on Wednesday, but managed to be a full participant in drills on Thursday and Friday. This progression suggests that the injury may not be as severe as initially feared, and there's optimism that Smith will be able to play on Sunday. If Smith were unable to play, the Chiefs have capable backups ready to step in. Veteran offensive linemen Jalen Moore and Wanya Morris have been mentioned as potential replacements who can fill his role on the offensive front. The team's depth at the offensive line position is being tested, and their ability to protect their quarterback will be crucial against a strong Eagles defense. The Chiefs fanbase is closely monitoring Smith's injury status, understanding his importance to the team's offensive success. Analysts are analyzing the potential impact of his absence or limited presence on the game's outcome, especially considering the formidable opponent. That's all the breaking news for today. But don't go anywhere, we've got a lightning round recap coming your way. What a show! We covered Max Muncy's injury status and the Dodgers' bullpen woes, including Tanner Scott's struggles. We also dove deep into Will Smith's injury and his potential IL stint, and brought you the latest on the Chiefs' Trey Smith. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this update, subscribe to Cyrus Spotlight for more exclusive sports news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more behind-the-scenes content and real-time updates. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking. Thanks for watching.